Illymation, as the name might suggest, is a channel that makes short animated stories for a younger audience. But why are you talking about a channel for kids? And what sort of problem did she get herself into for you to be covering her? Did she do an EDP 445 on some children? No. Illymation is, or at least was by the time this incident happened, false flagging and trying to take down another YouTube channel that criticized one of her videos. Without even watching the criticism! Let me just say, what the hell is wrong with these people and disliking content without even watching it? It must be some sort of brain disease or parasite, because there are just so many people nowadays that hate on videos without even watching them. Watch the goddamn video and dislike it afterward. Didn't you have parents? Illy, eat your veggies. I don't like them, Mom. They're green. Illy, you do realize you have to taste them before you say you don't like them. It's like nowadays it's normal for fully grown productive members of society to have 8-year-old brain disease. If you don't have any idea what I'm talking about, think before you sleep. A massive Giga Chat channel that endured cancellations from Vosh the Horse, a Sunpiker, Ludwig, is now under attack by Illymation following one of his videos criticizing her. Illymation did not watch the criticism video, but instead had a friend tell her what the video was about with preconceived biases, and then chose to start gathering her troops of small children to start a massive flag campaign for cyberbullying. Absolutely no backbone. No negativity is allowed. Never has ever Illymation seen a negative comment on one of her videos. Illymation is an absolutely perfect human being that is above all sorts of criticism. And I mean, I'm not 100% against the platformation because of the Dan Schneiders of the internet, but when a channel makes a 30-minute video criticizing you, you shouldn't be able to deplatform him. It's just disgusting. With great power comes great responsibility, and if this is the example you are setting, people will be against the platformation more and more. The video we are talking about is called Perks of Being a Fat Kid. The contents of the video are controversial and will bring people from opposite sides. Most fat people will agree and be reaffirmed that being fat is something they cannot control, while more fitness focused people will say that it's definitely something you can control up to a certain point. So this video is bound to be criticized. I can't imagine that many perks of being fat though. Just like a massive 400 pounds 0% fat bodybuilders are not healthy due to the massive strain their huge muscles put onto their bodies and are. Being an absolute beluga whale weight maxing is not healthy either for the exact same reasons. It's harder to do everything basically. You're overworking your body, thus it won't last as long. At the end of the day, being overweight is bad, and you should do something about it. But I'm not the one who should tell you that. I'm just some random jerk on the internet. If you are overweight because you have a lot of muscle, a Greek god, the next Ronnie Coleman with 3 stumps for legs, that's probably because you're competing in one way or another. So who am I to tell you what to do? You probably are also aware of the health problems associated far better than I am and take that into consideration in order to make your choices. Whereas if you're fat, it's probably because you eat a lot and have a sedentary lifestyle. Basically, Illymation talks about her life as a fat kid, her insecurities and her problems. And let me tell you this, everyone got bullied in school. Didn't matter how fat or skinny. People would call me fish bones in school and I didn't care. There was no kid in my school that was free from bullying. Womp womp. People called her fat. Even the autistic kid got bullied and they couldn't change their autism. There's no diet for autism. There is no 10-step viewing routine to fix it. You can't jelk your way out of autism. Also, everyone has insecurities and problems. I love to wear baggy shirts and skinny jeans. As a kid, my mother would buy me the exact opposite. Always! She was actively against me. For her, it was opposites day every day. It was a sport. She would get me the tightest S-sized shirt and the baggiest pair of jeans she could get. She got me shirts so tight that you could make the shape of my thin bones. Brother, I looked like a Minecraft skeleton without the bow and arrow, and I was constantly insecure and self-aware of my outfits. And when I tell you, I looked like a clown, I'm not joking. And this was all the way until college, and my friends would constantly make fun of me too. It's just part of the human experience. Tell me one person who doesn't have insecurities. Go on, I'll wait. The thing is that Illymation gets stuff wrong in her video, and Think Before You Sleep calls it out and makes a big video about it. With constructive criticism. Of course that a lot of the video comes across as a guy constantly saying, well, actually, but it's because it is. And it's good criticism at that. It's not me ranting at a shitty microphone for 10 minutes straight. It's a guy giving you good feedback with research and papers to back it up. But surprise, surprise! Illymation didn't watch the video and tried to flag it down with the help of her massive community for cyberbullying. So let me get this straight. She has a channel 3 times the size of Think Before You Sleep, didn't watch the video, tried to falsely flag it down for cyberbullying. Talk about punching down. Illymation is the cool kid crying because the quiet kid said something bad about him. Does she actually have any idea what cyberbullying is? Since this video went live, I've been getting 8 comment bomb on my fat kid video, on other vids on my channel, as well as on Twitter and Insta. I submitted reports, but it takes a while for a human review at YouTube. I chatted with the help desk person today in the live chat help section, and she was very helpful. Unfortunately, I have to sit tight. However, if you or anyone else reading this comes across this video, please report it for cyberbullying. Thankfully, more than a week has passed since this incident, and nothing has happened to Think Before You Sleep yet, but you can clearly see the intent, and that Illymation wants the video to be taken down for cyberbullying. If any of you has watched the video we made, there was not one time where Think Before You Sleep bullied, sent messages intimidating, nor threatened Illymation in any way, shape or form. On the other hand, she tried to silence him with her mob of ravenous children trying to take away his living. Can you sense the hypocrisy in the air? It's like the people who complain the most are the ones who are the most at fault. Clearly, Illymation has no problem with cyberbullying, because she does it herself! We can see it here! She's assembling her little mafia group and targeting someone she doesn't like. What she actually cares about is people not being able to criticize her, so if you have anything bad to say about Illymation, don't, because she's going to send her little mob after you in order to silence your bad opinion. And you might say, oh, Shifter, but she got 8 comment bombed! That counts as cyberbullying. Like, Think Before You Sleep has any control over his viewers. He also says to his subscribers not to go and hate the video. But people do whatever they want! Subscribe to my channel right now! See? My subscriber count didn't suddenly increase. There will always be people who don't like you and commenting stuff like L, misogynist, incel, dislike and didn't watch the video. You're on the internet. You should have tough enough skin by now to endure these types of lobotomite individuals. Did you see this total creep who did a takedown of your fat kid animation? It's the exact sort of insane you'd expect for someone mad at the idea of weight isn't actually the only thing that matters in life. Yes, I didn't watch it. A friend did though and gave me a rundown. I advise others to not watch the video or the channel either. Do not engage. Don't give him a single second of watch time or ad revenue. And there it is! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. The proof from none other than Illymation herself that she didn't watch the video. A friend watched the video and gave her a biased rundown. Absolute brainworms. Do you think that Illymation had the time to put the burger down and take a 30-minute of her time to watch the video and see for herself whether the video had actual good criticism? Absolutely not! Why would she change? She's not in charge of her actions. She can control her weight. Weight is assigned at birth. That's why you see so many people in poverty who are overweight and obese. Let's cut the bullshit. You can control your weight. I was 5'9", 110 pounds. After 4 years of proper exercising and eating well, I gained 45 pounds. And it's really hard for me to gain weight. Ask anyone who knows me how much I eat daily. It's harder for some people to lose or gain weight, but it's still possible. Of course that if you spend all day inside eating nothing but burgers and ice cream, you won't lose shit. Also, if you don't properly exercise for your goals, you won't lose it either. I've seen 50-year-old men going from fat to fit. If they can do it, so can you. This I'm not responsible for X and Y is getting old. Let's start acting like adults and take responsibility for our actions. The sooner you start taking responsibility and matters into your own hands, the sooner stuff will start to change for the better. Put the junk food down. It's okay to eat it once in a while, but not every single day. Every time you feel like you want something sweet. Take 1 hour out of the day. Go gym, go running, biking, whatever gets you out of the chair. However, if you or anyone else reading this comes across this video, please report it for cyberbullying. And please, hopefully with enough reports from different people, he'll get taken care of sooner. And please do not send hate to him, it will only make things worse. I just want this to be over. Oh my god. Illymation is a channel 3 times bigger than Think Before You Sleep. Just stay quiet. Why do you have to engage with everything? I mean, she could have engaged in a better way, like, I don't know, watch the entire video and have a real opinion, as opposed to try and send your massive audience to actually bully a way smaller channel. I took a look at Illymation and she has some good content. Why did she have to respond in such a terrible way? You know, when people try to silence something, it only makes it louder. Had Illymation stayed quiet, all of the drama would be over in a week or so. But since you had to try and silence someone far smaller, now every commentary YouTuber and their mother is talking about you and your poor response. Good job, Ding Dong. And it's not Think Before You Sleep's fault. It's yours for engaging and trying to silence someone. You are literally cyberbullying a smaller YouTube channel, trying to take away their living, silencing him. Yet you say you are the one who's being cyberbullied. Make it make sense! Do you know the meaning of words? I pulled up the literal definition of cyberbullying earlier, and what you're doing is the actual definition of it. Think Before You Sleep just gave you valid criticism. You encourage your fans to silence him. And the last thing she says about please do not send hate to him, it will only make things worse. I just want this to be over. It's just so dumb, because in one way she doesn't want her fans to engage and send hate towards him. However, she wants them to go and start a massive flag campaign, try and have him silenced and intimidated. What does she want exactly? Which one is it, Illymation? Do you want your fans to go and cancel him or not? Because if you don't want your fans to go and hate on Think Before You Sleep, you also won't ask them to report it for cyberbullying. Guy is just dog whistling to misogynists and using phony generalized life advice. Guy's suggestions like get plenty of sleep, exercise, stop eating sugar, don't drink alcohol, don't smoke weed. And the general vibe of the video is I hate fat chicks and here is why. Spends a very high percentage of the video personally attacking Illy's appearance and takes her opinionated life story and attacks it with cherry-picked non-academic sources, which is hilarious because he leads the video by claiming that the literal professionals' well-documented opinions shouldn't be trusted in a very hand-waving sort of way. Pretty much anytime he interjects his own opinion on the matter is either just non-factual opinion or actual tinfoil health guru style conspiracy theory. And this is what her friend told her the video was about. And let me tell you, what a bad telephone game they are playing. She missed everything. First of all, misogyny shouldn't even be a word anymore by the amount of times it's misused. Do you even know what it means anymore? I'm just here, sitting on my chair and reading through this small post, and it's just so biased. No wonder Illymation tried to have him silenced. None of what is said here in this post is true. There's plenty of advice that's backed with a ton of papers. There is no I hate fat chicks vibe. There are no personal attacks towards her. Just go watch Think Before You Sleep's video. This small post filled with political terms doesn't make it justice. It's just biased political nonsense. And your dumb politics bore me. Just go gym. Don't eat garbage. Touch grass. Simple. And that was the YouTube slop for today. Me looking at why an almost 3 million subscriber channel can't seem to be able to take any sort of criticism. I mean, it just makes Illymation look like an hypocrite because she is the one who's actually doing the cyberbullying and silencing a small channel for fair and valid criticism. Guys, I know I keep on saying this, but I'll keep on saying it as soon as there are people on the internet complaining about this. If you don't want criticism, don't share your opinion, let alone online where millions of people get to see it. Opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has them. If you don't want people commenting on them, don't show them. And also, don't try to forcefully silence the ones you don't like. So leave a like if you've liked the video, a dislike if you've disliked it, comment down below and tell me what do you think about the entire situation. I read all of the comments and reply to the ones I can. Subscribe if you are new to the channel and want to see more content like this, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!